Gen X is sometimes called the forgotten generation because we're squished between the baby boomers and the millennials. The youngest members of Gen X are in their mid-40s. The oldest members of Gen X are 60. That's me. Gen Xers were born between 1965 and 1980. I was born in 1965, so I'm kind of a hybrid of Gen X and boomers. Generation Jones, roughly 1954 to 1965, is a cusp generation, bridging baby boomers and Gen X. It's said that we blend the optimism of the boomers with the skepticism of Gen X. That sounds about right to me. But something terrible is going on with Gen Xers. While baby boomers currently dominate the headlines, Gen X faces an even greater retirement crisis. 69% of Gen X workers said they were behind on their retirement savings, including 47% who said they were significantly behind, according to an article by CNBC that I'll link below. This is more than any other generation so far. Compared to 62% of boomers, only 41% of Gen Xers believe their savings will last for the duration of their retirement years. Gen X is the first entirely do-it-yourself generation. We started our careers at the start of a huge change in how retirement works. Companies mostly changed from pensions that promised steady income after years of service to plans like 401ks that made employees responsible for their own retirement. Gen X is the first generation where we're mostly expected to figure out our retirement on our own. Our parents had the three-legged stool of Social Security, personal investments, and pensions. With Gen X, many of our children are still living at home into adulthood, and our own aging parents, who are living longer than previous generations, often require care. We're called the sandwich generation because of this. Gen X is feeling this more than most. At the same time, we're dealing with rising housing costs, healthcare expenses, college tuition, and trying to save for retirement. That's a lot to juggle, especially when your peak earning years are limited. Some Gen Xers say they'll have to work until they die, but many companies aren't willing to hire anyone over 50. There's so much ageism out there. Many Gen Xers are planning to work past the age of 70 because they don't have savings. It's tempting to say you'll just keep working, but that isn't always a practical reality. If you do think you'll just keep working, do your best to maintain your health so you can try to continue working as long as needed. Put your health front and center to the point of including it in your overall investment strategy. In addition to minimizing healthcare costs, investing in being physically resilient will support your ability to work longer if you need to and help to keep your options open. Also, keep your job skills up to date so you can stay relevant in the workplace. Median retirement savings for Gen X are often cited between $40,000 to $107,000 in household retirement accounts. But keep in mind the younger Gen Xers are in their mid-40s, so they still have some time to save. According to Morningstar, the majority of Gen Xers don't prioritize retirement until age 50 or beyond. I have to admit, I'm guilty of this myself. I know this was not smart. I'm well aware. Morningstar also cited that Gen X workers have saved a median $107,000 in total household retirement accounts and $6,500 in emergency savings, according to the nonprofit Trans-America Center for Retirement Studies. I'll also link this article below. But I'm worried about my generation. With high inflation and rising cost of living, many Gen Xers are struggling to secure their financial stability. News feeds in the media claim Gen X is broke with almost nothing saved for retirement, but don't listen to that and don't give up. It's harder for us, yes, but that doesn't mean it's impossible. On the positive side, Gen X tends to possess a large amount of home equity and is currently in its peak earning years, so the financial picture isn't totally grim. So what's a Gen Xer to do? How can we fill the savings gap? The worst thing you can do is put your head in the sand or just say you're never going to retire. Options are working longer and retiring later, increasing savings now, or decreasing your lifestyle expenses. I chose to increase my savings and live on less because I did not want to work longer. It can be as simple as starting with a budget and cutting back on lifestyle creep. Take advantage of retirement plan catch-up contributions for people age 50 and older, and super catch-up contributions for people ages 60 to 63. It's really important to figure out a retirement savings goal number that works for you, and that's not going to be a number you read about. Retirement is personal, and the exact amount of money you'll need depends on your unique situation and lifestyle. There's no one magic number. Knowing your own personal expenses and spending needs is way more accurate than some random retirement number like $1 million. I have a video about how to figure out how much you'll actually need to retire. I'll link it below in case you're interested. There isn't a one-size-fits-all amount of money that's enough to retire on. You have to put the time in tracking, calculating, and planning to figure out your personal retirement number. Are you Gen X, Generation Jones, or a boomer? Are you dealing with these issues? If you want to share, feel free to leave a comment. If you're seeing me for the first time, hi, I'm Julie and this channel's Happy on Monday. Thanks for joining me. If you found this helpful, please like. And if you're interested in early retirement, consider subscribing. I'm going to leave you with a Gen X quote. Maybe the Gen X story should not be, we're broke, we're unstable, we're alone. Maybe it can be, we've had a hard row to hoe. We've been one big experiment, and yet look at us, we've accomplished so much. Hope to see you again soon.